welcome everybody to the Credit Union Connection. I am Sarah Snell Cook, your host. I am here today with two glorious gentlemen from iLending. And the first one to my left is Nick Goraczkowski. Hopefully I said that right. Who's the president of iLending. Welcome.
Pleasure to meet you.
You as well. And below us, but certainly well above us, is Cedric Moore, who is the Director of Lender Relations. Welcome to you as well.
Hello, hello. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Love ya. So let's get started. So let's start generally the trends in lending. What's going on? Because I know everybody wants to know, and you have that crystal ball, I'm sure.
That is the question, and we are in the trenches, right? So we're certainly seeing a definitive shift, right? Lenders are getting more aggressive. They're looking at capturing that auto loan volume, especially as credit card balances are hitting record highs and delinquency rates are certainly rising. So borrowers on the fly right now they're looking at ways to tighten their budget anyway to provide immediate savings. And an auto refinance is certainly one of the ways to do it. And credit unions are looking at that particularly as a way to provide those savings and improve member loyalty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, that's been the bread and butter of credit unions for a long time, is those used car loans for sure. And the values are going up again.
Yeah, just saw the report recently. Big report on that.
Yeah, absolutely. And so specific, Cedric, to the refis, where do you see those trends going among credit unions, among their competitors, what have you?
Yeah, great question. So as far as trends go right now, auto refinance is certainly having a moment, as I talked about with, those rising delinquency rates. But for the most part, borrowers or consumers, were really locked into high interest rates from 2022, 2023, right? And there's a huge wave of those borrowers that can really benefit right now from a rate drop, an extended term, or even both. So people are really retaining vehicles longer, and lenders are looking to capture maybe higher LTV, higher mileage vehicles, and kind of stretching their loan terms to capture that and to make their loans suitable, right? So there's really that huge amount of underserved borrowers that are ready to refinance, and our partners just need to capitalize that, and they're looking for ways to increase their loan volume month over month. So right now, the demand, it's real. The window, it's competitive, but as of right now, we're talking to our current lenders, some of our partners, long-term partners we have, PenFed, we've got American First, Credit Union. We were talking with them recently at the Auto Finance Summit in Nashville, and both of them are leaning heavily into that auto refinance space to provide growth and really, offset some of their internal use right now. So they're really trying to lean into indirect partners that are proven to do just that.
Yeah, I was offered, I think it was an 8-year car loan when I bought one last year, and I was shocked. I was like, no, I'm not going to do it.
But for some, that makes
where it'd be
sense.
helpful. Yeah,
if
exactly.
That makes sense and that's comfortable and that's not going to put you in a uncomfortable financial situation, then that's going to get you to work, then that's what you got to do, right?
Exactly. Yeah, for sure. Because cars are so ridiculously expensive anymore, new or used.
100%. Unfortunately, though, they are so ridiculously essential, right, to everyday living.
Nick, this could really be a huge boon for consumers with the economic uncertainty at hand, right?
Absolutely. Like you said, Sarah, the cost of vehicles right now is just through the roof, right? But it's not just cars. In today's high cost economy, you got your food, your insurance, just the day-to-day living expenses. So the ability to save $200 a month on a car loan is a game changer for families. It's more than just helpful. It's a lifeline. It's keeping lights on. It's putting food on the table. So it's not just a smart financial move. It's a powerful way to for credit unions to help protect their members and show loyalty to their members. They're showing them that, hey, we care about you as a person, as a family, not just trying to get another loan on the book.
Right. Yeah.
And on top of that, it's not just about the lowering the monthly payment, right? So many of these credit unions look at these refi programs and they can allow the borrowers to skip 1 or 2 monthly payments. So as opposed to saving on a monthly basis, they're providing immediate cash flow release when families need it most. So the ability to skip a few payments, it creates breathing room for families, right? So the smaller, more immediate wins, they have a big impact. And that's why more and more of these lenders and lead partners are coming to us to help them find families that are facing financial pressure and are looking for some relief.
And so what sort of data are you looking at when you're suggesting auto refis on behalf of your lenders?
Yeah, iLending, we leverage a combination of a lot of real-time credit bureau data, lender-specific buy boxes. What do they want? What kind of borrowers are they looking for? We look at proprietary vehicle data to help us identify the high probability borrowers. So we don't want to just send folks to, throw names out and see if they get it. We want to connect credit unions and connect borrowers with folks who are likely to convert and take advantage of that opportunity in front of them. We don't want to waste marketing leads. We don't want to waste marketing dollars. So we like to refine our funnel the best we can before the applications are sent to the lending partner. That allows us to, be as highly efficient in converting for people as we can, right? And we're looking to continue to grow. As Cedric said, that market's growing a ton this year. And as demand's continuing, we're scaling our efforts accordingly as well. I mean, last month alone, we increased our marketing investments by over 20%, just a reflection on, what our model can do and our confidence in it.
And the timing is right for sure. It seems like nobody knows the stock market's way up, way down, or
Pick the hour.
eggs are $12 a dozen,
Exactly.
and gas to put in that car that they're refinancing.
It does. It changes every day.
Yeah, and those cars, I mean, they, like you said, it's a lifeline, because not only that saves them a few dollars, but that also gets them to or a few $100s, excuse me, but that can, that gets them to work, that gets them their kids to soccer practice, that gets, a car. It's more than a loan that credit unions make, and I wish they would see it that way too. A lot, I don't feel like a lot do, but anyway, so what are the top credit unions, Nick, that the credit union leaders are asking you?
I think when we talk to credit unions, the standard questions are, how do we grow without being a big lift on our internal systems? I mean, everyone's limited with resources now, whether it's employees or data and just, financial resources. So how do we grow without doing that? What is the risk profile of the borrowers? How do we know that we have control of the borrowers we want? You're not just going to throw us people that don't fit our buckets. And then, of course, once we get through that, it's how fast can we get onto the platform? So for that, I like kind of said, iLending, our processes, we're built for speed without sacrificing any precision, right? And we want to handle that integration to their LOS. We want to align on what their underwriting criteria are and customize any workflows to fit, what their internal team's already doing. We don't want to make it a lift. We want to kind of just slide into what they're currently doing, right? You don't need to overhaul the entire internal process or add extra bodies and headcounts. We're here to do that heavy lifting so they can just kind of start receiving those high intent pre-qualified applications fast. And our goal is to make their entry into the refi market seamless and revenue positive starting on day one.
Right. And those have to be, of course, good loans, like you were saying, looking at all that data and making sure those loans are a high probability that they're going to be paying back. Because, of course, always a big deal for lenders to mitigate their risks as much as possible.
It is. Yeah. And, to your point, I mean, a lot of folks, it's different than someone originating and buying a new car, because if you're looking at someone refinancing a vehicle, they're already paying $500 a month or whatever in that car payment, and they've had a proven history of doing that. So we can say, I like that vehicle, I'm already paying on it. If I can keep the car and pay $150 a month less, I mean, that's a proven consistent, paying member. So it's really just, it performs a lot better than a brand new origination would at a dealership.
Right, exactly. That makes perfect sense. And so what about the credit union tech leaders? How are they looking at this and positioning it within their departments?
That's a great question. And going back to Nick as well, as far as speed goes, speed is obviously a huge thing for a lot of credit unions this year, whether it's refinancing and getting integration with a partner like us, whether it's a tech like an AI software. They want to get their onboarding done as quickly as possible. And obviously, speed is my middle name. I don't know. Sarah, I know you've had the opportunity and pleasure of talking with me. I like to talk fast and get things done fast. So, obviously, they like to talk about integration. They like to talk about compliance. Compliance is a big one, and data security, and rightfully so, right? So our platform is 100% API friendly. We're SOC 2 compliant. And we are designed to easily integrate with Meridian Link, DealerTrack, Cuddle, all of the big LOS systems. So we really handle all of the due diligence. We handle all of the heavy lifting. And we make onboarding super simple, fast, and secure. On top of that, data, as I mentioned, data security tools and is a big thing, right? So we have actually just unrolled our AI task force, which is awesome. It's a big group of us right now, internally executives that are talking about AI in our marketplace. Obviously, it's a huge driver, and how we're approaching this new technology in a way that really keeps our partners safe, right? So we want to make sure that we're doing that, as well as creating more automated tools, automated borrower and vehicle verification, all of these things to help deter fraud and things of that nature to really help with our compliance and data security.
Yeah, just to follow up on that too, how long from like signature to implementation?
We're looking at 24, 48 hours, right? But at the same time, it really comes down to the credit union, right? We want to make sure that this is a process that works best for our credit union. So we'll get that application signed, sealed, delivered over to that partner. It's really up to them to make sure that they get their funding processes in order so that they can turn around quickly.
Yeah, so they can get going right away.
Exactly.
So, Cedric, then I'm going to ask you, what is keeping you up at night these days? Huh?
I love that question, and I will honestly say that I work this job 24/7, right? I'm invested in this, and right now credit unions are leaving real member savings and value right on the table. That's what keeps me up right now, knowing that there's a lot of people out there that really are paying more than what they need to on their auto loans, and credit unions have the tools, they have the opportunity to really help them. And impact their lives on a daily basis. So anything I can do to connect with credit unions and provide those savings, that's what I'm here to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so I'm going to ask one final question, I guess. This is my usual final thoughts. Nick, you're the boss man. I'll go to you. What do you want to leave our credit union audience with?
I just say, we all see the growing momentum and conversations about auto refis in the news everywhere you look, and there's more folks jumping in and seeing the opportunity, and the outlook is, it's strong. Things are aligning for the auto refi boom. Like you said before, with the tariffs and interest rates, and the demand is out there. But it's not about just chasing volume to grow quickly. It's about driving responsible growth. And that's what we really want to focus on. You get the responsible growth that creates opportunity for the borrowers, the members, as well as partners and credit unions. It's not going to be an easy year, right? I mean, there's definitely, the road ahead is going to have its bumps in it, but we're built for the journey ahead, and ready to lead the way and help folks that are trying to jump into the refi space do that, and kind of help them and point them in the right direction. So if something you're interested in joining into, reach out to Cedric or myself. Our emails are in the links, and we're always on LinkedIn, active and open to conversation. So looking forward to talking to everybody.
Yeah, built to last, as credit unions are. So thank you so much, Jay. Appreciate it.
Very welcome.
Thank you, sir. Great to
Thanks for having us.